All right, here it goes. This is an attempt to offer some instruction in essay writing, and maybe if it's successful, we'll have more than one of these. You can let me know if it's helpful, or maybe it will help generate questions. You can ask me the questions that I could answer more directly for you. Here is what I'm looking for in a history essay. I want you to present facts in a well-organized way that answer the question, and then I want you to think for yourself. And if you look at the questions, you'll see that my question is your best friend. All my questions are lengthy, they're multi-sentence, and those sentences are designed to give you the guidance that you need. So when you first look at a question, it looks scary, but if you will take the question apart, phrase by phrase or sentence by sentence, put each sentence on a different part of a page or different page altogether, and then gather your facts underneath it, you'll find that it breaks out into a kind of an outline. Also, you'll find that my questions you can take and use as a guide. So if you do what I just described, put the question on the page, be familiar with the question, and then read. As you read, the facts that you read, you'll be able to make note of. Just make sure you put page numbers there so that you're not having to find things later and waste a lot of time. Then, tell the story of those facts. Consider writing the middle 3 or 4 paragraphs of your essay first, concentrating on the things that you know and can go back and reference and look up. Write those things, and as you do, you're going to learn, and you may realize that you have an insight into something that you didn't know that you had. That's what you put in your conclusion and in your introduction. Your conclusion for my essays ought to be a logical conclusion we arrive at based on the facts you provided. So what facts do you include? Facts that help you prove that point. We don't need everything that ever happened. Your book doesn't tell you that. I don't tell you that. No video can include all that. So your essay needs to have gathered together the facts that help you make your case. Now that doesn't mean you only include facts that agree with you. You have to include evidence to the contrary. That helps you make your case better. So if we're arguing about slavery and how difficult slavery was for enslaved people, then you would also include facts that seem to argue the opposite, that it wasn't that much different from the way that other people worked, for example. And then you use those against each other to try to reason out and make your point. That makes your argument credible and stronger, and not it prevents you from being a liar who only uses facts that help your point. That's what I'm looking for. I want you to show off what you learned. I want you to think for yourself with what you learned, and I want your writing to be organized in order to make those points and answer the questions. So don't worry too much about leaving out some things that seem really important. If they don't fit your overall topic, if they don't help you answer the question, then they don't matter for this particular essay. It doesn't mean they're not important. It just means that for the question we're asking, they're not as relevant. It's very important that a nuclear bomb was exploded at Hiroshima at the end of the Second World War. It doesn't have relevance for all conversations. If we're talking about Thanksgiving dinner and whether turkey or ham is the choice, that may or may not be a relevant fact that helps us decide. So you're looking for the facts that help you answer the question in an intelligent and well-reasoned way. I want things in your own words. I would so much rather have writing in your own words that's less effective, that I can help you improve, than have you go copy something or just quote a lot. Quotes. Please don't quote too much. If you quote too much, it won't be your words, and you're not showing me what you think. The point of the exam is for you to show me what you learned and how you're thinking. If you quote a lot, all you're doing is proving that someone else said that, which doesn't make it true or relevant. So think in terms of presenting yourself, showing off what you learned, playing to your strengths, and I hope that that helps you. An essay that has some facts sort of on the topic is reasonably lengthy enough to answer the question, even if it doesn't do a good job of that, is a C. An essay that doesn't include page numbers or citations and is very scattered factually and disorganized or looks last minute is a D or an F. An essay that only includes one essay instead of 2 is a 50, and I'll let you work on it, but it can't be a full grade. An essay that has lots of facts presented in order, answers the question, doesn't really think with those facts is a B, and an essay where you do all the above is clearly an A, and sometimes I even give A pluses. I hope this helps. I've got instructions in there that tell you how to format the essay, how to put page numbers in, etc. It's very simple. And remember, page numbers go inside the punctuation, so there shouldn't be a period and then a page number. There should always be the period, the last thing in the whole sentence. Hope that helps. Good luck.